Hello everyone, my name is Betül. On this video we will solve a past paper question. So let's read the question together. Two ships A and B are observed from an origin O. Relative to O, their position vectors at time t hours after midday are given by, right here, where distances are measured in kilometers. Find the minimum distance between the two ships. So if we are talking about minimum distance, actually we are talking about their difference. In this situation, we need to subtract the second one from the first one. Okay, let's do this step by step. I'll just subtract RB minus RA. Okay, how can I subtract them? Be careful. I'll start with 7, so it will become 7 minus 4, which is 3 for the first parenthesis. Then minus 3 minus 3 will become minus 6 here. This is the first part. Plus, for the second part, t are given for these two vectors, and then we will continue with the same thing. 0 minus 5, which is minus 5, then 12 minus 8, which is 4 as a result. So if you want to write this equation, for the first part, we can just write 3 plus minus 5t, which represents 3 minus 5t, and then minus 6 plus 4t. Okay, in order to get the minimum distance, we are actually trying to get the absolute value. Their absolute value will be directly equal to our minimum distance. But be careful. Right now, our distance according to value of t will be in terms of their equation. So how can I find their distance? By taking the square of the given equations under the square root. So I'm talking about 3 minus 5t square under the root, then plus, I'll do the same thing for the second part, minus 6 plus 40, minus 6 plus 40 square. Okay, we were identifying distance by using this formula. Okay, so right now, I need to use the graph on TI because if I find the local minimum point, which represent our minimum distance actually. So for the next part, I will just write, use the graph to find local mean. Then local mean represent our answer. Let me just write d of t will be equal to our answer according to given graph. Okay, the question actually the answer part like this, but I just need to identify the answer via ti. Okay, let's turn back ti right now. I'll just focus on the graph part, and under the root I'll just write my equation. It was, let me just write under the root, into the parentheses we were just writing 3 minus, instead of t I'll just write x and its square, plus, and inside of the parentheses I'll also write 4 or minus 6, let's start with minus part, the constant part, minus 6 plus 4x square. Okay, let's sketch it. Then we were just looking for the minimum distance, which represents its local mean. So let's focus on menu, then analyze graph. From analyze graph, we will just identify minimum points. Okay, let's move right a little bit more, then start from here and find the local minimum point, like you see here. Okay, I'll click enter. Right now, t represents 0.951 and our d of t, which represents 2.81. So 2.81 will represent our answer. So for the answer part, d of t, or if you want, you can just write time also. So minimum distance will be equal to 2.81 according to given part. Be careful, the unit was kilometer, so I'll also write kilometer as the unit. Thank you for watching.